A cross-party committee has found evidence former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson misled MPs over lockdown parties during the pandemic. The report also revealing he and his aides almost certainly knew the rules were being broken.
Does Boris Johnson tell the truth?
All guidance was followed completely during number 10.
Denial after denial in the strongest possible terms.
I'm sickened myself and furious about that. I've been repeatedly assured that the rules were not broken.
Order.
These words were false, but did he know that?
Whatever happened, the guidance was followed and the rules were followed at all times.
Those questions are what a committee of MPs is trying to answer. Did Boris Johnson knowingly mislead Parliament over COVID rule breaking in number 10? Today, the first sign of their evidence and analysis, and it's not pretty for the former Prime Minister. There is evidence that the House of Commons may have been misled in 4 different ways. A culture of drinking in the workplace in some parts of number 10 continued after COVID restrictions began. Yet still, Mr Johnson claims he's innocent.
There's no evidence to show that I must have known or I must have believed that illegal events were taking place. It's because I didn't. And I thought we were fighting COVID to the best of our ability in very difficult circumstances, in number 10, in the Cabinet Office, night and day.
But new photos paint a somewhat different picture. Boris Johnson at events surrounded by people and alcohol. The MPs investigating him say he must have known this was breaking the rules.
In April 2021, so that's before the stories about what had happened emerged, one number 10 official wrote they were worried about leaks of the PM having a P** up. And to be fair, I don't think it's unwarranted.
The Labour leader trying to implicate the current Prime Minister too.
I think the evidence of wrongdoing by Boris Johnson is already pretty damning. I think it's important to bear in mind that Rishi Sunak, at the time, was obviously very close to all of this and sat on his hands.
For those who lost loved ones in the pandemic, the anger is personal. Lynn's husband, Gareth, died from COVID in March 2021.
Instead of doing the right thing, as I said, and acting as a statesman, he is again trying to cover things up when he must have known.
He will appear in just over 2 weeks before the committee. Boris Johnson, the biggest headache for his successor's Brexit plans. But he can't escape questions about his own past.